All right, turns out you may want to add more pumpkin to your daily food intake this season.
Yup.
Pumpkin. Our guest is already laughing. Pumpkin is not only rich and vibrant in flavor for a twist on your classic dishes, but the health benefits are also pretty substantial.
I believe it. Health experts say the bright hue of the pumpkin is an indicator of the high levels of beta-carotene, which is mostly found in plants and fruits. This nutrient is a precursor to vitamin A, which contributes to good vision and helps our organs work properly. Pumpkins are also rich in vitamin C, Marisol.
And the high dietary fiber content in pumpkins can also help with our overall gut health and is considered a heart-healthy food full of potassium to regulate blood pressure. I believe all of that.
I love it. So my pumpkin bread that I made, it was as a health food.
That's right. It's going to help you in the long
Louis
run.
loves pumpkin.
He does?
Yes.
Okay.
It's good for their tummies, the
Oh,
puppies. Well, 'tis the season for pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie, and pumpkin carving.
Okay, here to show us how to make our own pumpkin creations with a few easy hacks is owner of Greg's Great Pumpkin Patch, Greg Walsh, and master carver himself, Adam Matthews. Good day, gentlemen.
Hello.
Good morning.
Okay.
So these are wonderful pumpkins.
Wow.
I just say real quick.
Yeah.
This is the sugar pumpkin that you want to cook with. Looks just like this one.
We learned about a sugar pumpkin
But
the
you
other
need-
day. I
you need
love
to
it.
Make sure you get the sugar pumpkin, not the
Carving pumpkin?
The red.
Field trip.
the field trip. They
Field
look
trip.
similar, but there's a difference.
I didn't even know there was one called field trip.
Yep. So you
Okay,
wanna
sugar
say,
pumpkin.
if you're gonna go get a
eat
sugar pumpkin.
field-
You're gonna cook a pumpkin. Make sure you get a sugar pumpkin.
Sugar pumpkin.
Ask for the sugar pumpkin.
Or some of the gourmet pumpkins. also.
Well, how big do these guys get?
That's as big as they get.
That's it.
For that,
Oh, they're wee.
that type of pumpkin.
Okay.
love it.
Well, while you're at it, what else you got here?
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. We have our Jarradell, the
Oh,
blue one.
they made signs.
Look
Yeah,
at
we
how
got
cute.
little signs.
And they're branded.
Where does this one go?
This is the blue one,
Oh,
Jarradell.
I like that one.
This
And
is
we have
the
the
Jardel.
porcelain doll.
Ooh,
Point to the
porcelain doll.
porcelain doll.
This one
This
here.
one, beautiful
The
pink
porcelain
one.
doll.
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
I feel like I'm on Wheel of
They
Fortune.
moved some things around here. Cinderella's right here.
Here you go. Here's her sign.
Thank you. We'll put
Are
it
My
all
on.
of
favorite
these
Disney movie.
pumpkins edible?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could eat them, but you're not.
But will you
want to eat
enjoy
the
it?
sugars,
And the
you want to eat.
moringa.
These are good pumpkins to eat here.
This one.
Soy
Oh,
de Brasil.
definitely this
Moringa,
one.
soy de Brasil.
Yes.
Wow.
Where's moringa? Show her.
Moringa is this one right here.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is the
We
porcelain
got
doll, and this is the
knucklehead.
moringa.
Did you say a knucklehead?
Knucklehead.
Well, because he's got little warts on his head.
Okay.
Greg, Greg's trees. You're not just trees.
Yeah.
This season, your pumpkins. Tell us about some fun events you have going on.
Oh, so you can come to Greg's Great Pumpkin Patch. All you gotta do is buy a pumpkin, and then we allow you to either carve it or paint it. We give you all the supplies, free. And on Saturday nights there's a DJ. It's pretty nice.
Look at this.
It's a lot. We have a packed house on
I
Saturday night.
believe
I mean,
it.
it's wall to wall, people carving and painting and drinking.
And
Not me.
carrying
And
on.
dancing.
Dancing.
With sharp objects. Wow.
That's right.
God bless him.
Well, we have safety knives.
There,
We're gonna don't worry. We're
Greg
gonna get to
thinks
that.
of everything.
I'm going to need a safety knife.
You know who doesn't need a safety knife?
The master carver.
All right.
Hello, Adam. Now, were you born like this, doing carving of pumpkins? How did this
How does one
find
become
you?
a master carver?
Well, I think I just grew up like any other kid in the neighborhood and just had a love for the holiday season, for Halloween especially.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so you've carved, do you know how many pumpkins you've carved in your life?
Probably, I can't even count how many.
A lot.
Hundreds. Yes.
Hundreds.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember the first one you carved?
The first one, I would say, I was probably in
A
kindergarten.
child, right.
Yes,
5 years old.
Yeah,
I was
just
wondering,
very
like,
simple.
I wanted to know the evolution of the artistry,
Okay.
which you'll show us. Sir,
Tools.
Big Greg, tools. What
So
do we
we
need?
have these are safety knives that we sell at Greg's
Hold-
Trees.
let's hold one of
and
these
you can't
up.
hurt
Oh.
yourself.
Let's see
You cannot
this,
hurt.
This fella.
It cuts pumpkin,
Yeah.
but not people.
Here, Marty, it's because I trust you so much.
I don't want to hurt you.
If you
didn't
want to
hurt.
get really challenging, you buy the stencils.
Oh, God.
So you
See
can
those
really make something.
stencils?
I'm having PTSD.
That is false. That's false, because I've tried those and it never works.
It never works
So
for
you
me.
can buy a full carving kit.
Okay.
Okay, wow. 'Cause
Now,
you sc-
my mother fancies herself the queen of pumpkin carving,
Vieja.
but I'm sure she does not have the hacks. Yes, Biaja
Is
thinks
she a master carver?
She thinks she is.
Okay.
Adam, you can set her straight. What are some hacks to know to make it easier? Because some of us have families, little kids, and they're like, oh, look, it's forced family fun. And then you start doing the thing, and the kid's like,
And everyone wants to
The
kill each other.
mistake people make is they take the pumpkin in their hand and they start drawing a picture on it.
Okay.
And then they carve it, and then when they put it down, it doesn't sit right. So
no.
it's like the statue and the rock. You have to look at the pumpkin. You just see where's the face look best, and then draw it sitting down. Like,
Paint it like one of your French girls.
you know what I mean? When you draw on it the way you want it to look.
Okay.
oh, interesting.
Instead of like
Very-
this, you know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
that's one hack. So draw on it Like in the Charlie Brown pumpkin. She drew on his head as he was standing up.
Oh,
That's
boy.
how she got the. It's my favorite movie. What's another hack?
And then how do we keep them? How do we keep them clean? How do we keep them from going bad?
Another thing you can do is after you carve the pumpkin, you can put it in a bucket of 1/3 bleach, 2/3 water, and let it soak for about a half an hour after you carve it, and that's going to kill all the bacteria that will
Attract the
attract
rodents?
Yes, and cause the pumpkin to rot too prematurely.
Okay.
I got into a fight with a couple of squirrels last year, as I recall, because they got into my pumpkin. I like that hack.
I would love to have seen that.
Well,
Oh,
Or
see,
you
this
could
is
just
more
buy
my
them.
speed.
You could just buy them made.
This is more my speed. I could take a Sharpie and go boop, 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 and make that. Should we get into a little bit of a carving situation here?
Sure.
you're okay.
Yeah, we've got.
Grab a
the-
safety knife.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
What's happening?
Here, Monty.
We
Take
have
one.
we have
Thank you.
safety knives. I see. Is this water?
We
That's
do.
for me to drink.
Okay.
Okay, because Big Greg is thirsty.
Big Greg, good. Let him
Okay,
drink
we've
the
got
water.
4 pumpkins here, and they've all been carved out ahead of time.
They've been
so
hollowed out
we,
for us, thank
we
God.
did all the dirty work.
Thank
And-
you so much.
Yeah.
Here, Big Greg,
And
you
at
can have
Greg's,
this
we
one.
do that for you when you come in. We'll
Is
clean
that
it out.
right?
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Oh, that's
God.
half the battle.
Thank God.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why we should make the hole here versus the bottom, or it doesn't matter?
You can do it from the bottom. That's fine.
You could
if
do
you
it
want
from.
to keep
also,
You wanna be
You can
different.
also put it in the
Yes.
back if you really want. And
So
keep
you-
the top.
you
Keep
can-
the top. The
okay.
top.
Yes.
It's just
Oh,
a
to
question.
put the can. Am I just going right into this, or is there a
Follow the
finesse?
I would say so.
So this is what it looks. This is.
Oh yeah, here's what they've done for us. Who
Yeah.
drew this? Was this Greg or Adam?
This was me. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
it's
Adam.
beautiful.
Greg, do you want to switch? That one's a little difficult.
we're going.
All
We're
That's for
starting.
Oh, Greg's already in it.
Okay.
So carve out from the lines. Just follow the lines.
Oh.
Just trace the black lines.
And any line left, you clean off at the end. So don't worry about going in or out. Just
Now, do you saw? Okay, so you're sawing. I was cutting.
I don't know if it's gonna cut.
once you get in.
Look at
you
this. It's
saw.
actually moving much
It
easier.
really
than-
cuts through pumpkin quite well,
This
There we
safety
go.
thing.
But not
Okay.
skin.
but not skin. You can give these to your children, and I guarantee you,
They're not going to be
not gonna get
harmed?
hurt.
Okay.
Another tip would be to do the smaller parts first because they take more time and they're a little more. You sometimes put pressure on the
I
pumpkin
am so
itself.
sorry if I accidentally elbow you.
Yeah, because
with-
she's a lefty.
I'm weird.
She's southpaw.
I'm southpaw. Okay. And then can you?
How
like-
long does it take you to carve a pumpkin, Adam, as a
Yeah,
master
I
carver?
got
I feel like it would take you probably half the time it
It
takes.
depends on how crazy you want to get, but if you want to, you could do one of these in
I'm trying to get this
about
guy out.
2 or 3 minutes.
more than 8
Poor
minutes.
Marty. Look at Marty's pumpkin. Oh,
Well,
this
I thought-
pobrecito.
I
You
traced
stabbed him
it.
right in the eyeball.
I traced him, and then I thought he was ready to go away. Apparently, I left.
You know, I had a
thread.
party once at my house several years ago, and I invited a few friends over to do
So
pumpkins.
And how'd it go?
Not well, so we ended up just getting a lot of accoutrements, and we like glued bedazzled things
See,
and
now, you could
ribbon
have done
onto
that at
pumpkin
Look at
Greg's
this,
paint.
look at
Great
this,
Pumpkin
look at this.
Patch.
Could
I
I
got
have?
And we
one
would
eye
have
out.
taken care of the mess.
Amazing.
All right, we're gonna continue.
Look, I got
this.
an eye.
We're gonna. Me too.
I'm going with my eyes and nose.
Thank you both
Keep it
so
in the
much
mouth.
for
Okay.
stopping by. Adam, Greg,
Yeah.
Remind the
remind
folks.
Yeah,
Where are we going to visit you guys?
Oh, 115 Broadway. It's Bedford and Broadway in Williamsburg.
Oh.
And it's
got
at a
flyers.
place called Pollen, which is a very, very beautiful plant store during the year.
Sure.
And they're sharing the space with us. And they run the party on Saturday night where they sell
DJ
sell
every
alcohol.
Saturday with a full
DJ.
bar.
The full
Yeah.
bar.
There you go.
And pumpkins.
And it's a lot of fun.
All
Beautiful.
right, we're gonna
And you can make
continue
all the
this.
mess you want. We clean it up.
There we go, Marty. So
That's the best
They
part.
have
music to our ears.
All right.